Thanks for joining us for this week's live Q&A. There's lots of different places to keep hives, and this is a pretty fun one right on the edge of this natural pond. You know, people keep hives on balconies, on rooftops, in high rises, urban backyards, all sorts of places. So we're going to harvest a little honey here. Now, would you say this is a practical spot to keep hives? Maybe not, but it's a bit of fun, and you'd think it would keep the ants away, but they're actually walking up the foliage here. Today we're going to be showing you our super lifter invention down here, so stay tuned for that, and we're going to harvest some honey right here with this pond hive. If you've got questions, put it in the comments below. Oh, there's the honey already streaming. That's great. Now, sometimes frames are really hard to turn like this one. Sometimes they're really easy. It just depends on how the bees go waxing up all of the moving parts of our flow frame invention. Now, if it is hard to turn the key, then you simply do it in segments, and that makes it easier. So if we put the key in halfway, you'd harvest half a frame of honey and get half of one of these jars full, approximately. So that honey's streaming out now, which is great to see, and we can put the key in all the way, give it a good turn, and that's it. We can now leave this hive, and only gravity is going to be moving the honey out of the hive and into this jar, which is my father and I's invention. We've had out in the wild, in the world, in 130 different countries now for a decade, and it's just an amazing community that's sprung up, and such a great place for people to learn. And thank you for all of those people chiming in, helping to answer other people's questions. If you've got answers to people's questions, it's just great to see you chiming in. And also, if you've got questions yourself, put them in the comments below. Trace will read those out and we'll answer them as we go. So that honey's streaming out. We're going to leave this hive. I don't think the bees are in a robbing mood, but it is good to cover the jar when you do walk away. Look at that, yum yum, beautiful. It's springtime here down under in the southern hemisphere, and the bees are still bringing in the nectar. It usually has a big pulse in the early spring, then it gets a bit patchy as time goes on. And we'll get some good honey in the summer, even some in the winter here in this subtropical region. And what's really neat is you'll get different colours and flavours from each different frame in the hive. And that's become an amazing benefit of harvesting honey in this way with our flow hive invention. Let us know what kind of honeys and what colours you get in your area, and also put your questions in the comments. We're going to head over and we'll show you the super lifter. And we all good?
Yeah, we might be having a few glitches with Facebook though.
Okay,
Ben.
So bear with us while we get the Facebook stream going.
Oh, and sorry, we might have TikTok's ended, and we might have a few problems on Facebook. Sorry, Ben.
Okay.
Ben's being solo everything today.
Okay, so we've got a few technical issues. While you think of your questions, just bear with us while we get all the channels going, so all of you out there can chime in with your questions. It's a steamy day here in the springtime, really still, great day for beekeeping, not much wind, there's no rain. So what we're going to do is get our new super lifter invention and just give you another run through. It's often, it's getting amazing response from people and really quite touching. And some people have a little trouble just using it for the first time. So we're going to run through nice and slowly for you to make sure that when you pick it up, you get that actual it's often the first way you pick up the super lifter that ends up being the trickiest for some. And then once you've got it, and it's easy after that to open your hives in this new way with our latest invention. I'm watching the honey pouring into that jar, which is beautiful, across the pond here. I don't know if you can see that. If you turn a little bit to the right, you can probably see the hive in the background there. And filling up that jar of honey. It's pouring out because it's a nice warm day here, and certainly a very steamy, sweaty one. So I'm glad I'm not harvesting the honey in the conventional way, lifting off all of those boxes and loading up the trucks and taking them back to the processing shed and all of that.